Olympian is a front runner and is up with the pace. And one that was a little bit slowly away was Jeassu, and also Lorna Gale a little bit slowly away too. But it is Olympian that makes a running. Made all when he won the Sunderlands last year. Giovanini's a front runner. He's holding second, and Sweet Duke normally forces the pace, and he's had to settle for third early on. The pace is strong. Peatswood made a mistake at the second flight of hurdles, but that's our leader, Olympian, under Richard Dunwoody, coming down towards the third of the 11 flights of hurdles they jump. Olympian by 2 to 3 lengths to Giovanini in second and Sweet Duke third, and then showing fourth now is High Altitude with Boschian Chieftain the inside of Dark Honey, followed by Buonarroti, and behind Buonarroti is Dominant Serenade. A length behind Dominant Serenade is Meditator, followed by Peatswood, Lorna Gale, and the back marker is Jeassu. So they begin the turn out of the back straight for the first time. They're well strung out, and they've only gone just over half a mile, and it's Olympian. They're really dominating. Clear by about 5 now to Giovanini in second place. That's the leader. Clear by 5 lengths to Giovanini in second, and Sweet Duke and Boschian Chieftain on the outside of High Altitude. That's the red and white colours on the inner. Running the rail. Dark Honeys with the white sleeves on the right of the pack as they level up towards flight number 4. And Olympian, Richard Dunwoody, realises it's suddenly gone quiet, can't hear the horses behind, and he's about 10 clear as he comes towards flight number 4. It's Olympian a long way clear. Olympian clear by about 8 to 10 lengths as they come to take flight number 4. This is the fourth coming to, and Olympian pops over, jumps it well. Here come the chasers with Giovanini just ahead of Sweet Duke and High Altitude, and Dark Honey and Dominant Serenade, and Boschian Chieftain and Buonarroti, and on the inside Meditator, followed by Lorna Gale. The leader skips over flight number 5, and that's Olympian a long way in front. And so the order as they race up past us with a circuit to go in this Sandown Handicap hurdle, and they come to the end of the first mile, and it's Olympian clear by about 8 to 10 to Sweet Duke in second place, and then showing third is Giovanini, followed by Boschian Chieftain and Dark Honey and High Altitude. Then comes Dominant Serenade, who's got 5 behind. Those 5 Meditator, Lorna Gale, with Buonarroti 2 behind, and 2 behind Buonarroti are Jeassu on the outside of Peatswood. Hasn't seen a happy horse since making that mistake at the second flight of hurdles, but Olympian has come right back to the field as they swing right-handed and make their way towards the first of 4 flights they have to jump in the back straight, another 2 in the home straight, so 6 in all, and about 1.3 miles to race. Olympian just lengthening again. Richard gave him a breather as he went up the hill, the stiffest part of the track, and he's gaining momentum now as he goes down the hill. Soon to swing right-handed. Olympian opens up clear by 4 to Sweet Duke. What a brave horse he is. And High Altitude the inside of Giovanini, and on the outside is Boschian Chieftain, followed by Dominant Serenade, and behind Dominant Serenade Dark Honey, Meditator, Lorna Gale, then Buonarroti, Jeassu the back of the main group, and tailing off now is Peatswood. As they come down towards the 6 from home, Olympian with the pace comes to it, pings it well. Sweet Duke in second, and then High Altitude in third, followed by Dominant Serenade. That's getting closer for David Bentley into 4th place. Giovanini behind that one, followed by Meditator making ground the inside of Lorna Gale, and then Boschian Chieftain got a lot to do to win and made a slight mistake there. Dark Honey and Buonarroti and Jeassu still at the back of the main group and continuing, but tailed off is Peatswood. This is the middle flight on the far side, and it's Olympian that takes it. Olympian in the lead, just not stopping, clear by 4 and going well under a mile to race. Sweet Duke is second, then coming through to 3rd place now is High Altitude, a length back then to Meditator, the inside of Dominant Serenade. This is the 3rd from home, and as they come to take it, it's Olympian in the lead from Sweet Duke in second. High Altitude, the blinkered runner on the outside. Meditator, Dominant Serenade being ridden along, and the whips are up on the chasers as they start the turn out of the back straight. They've got just under half a mile to race, and Olympian yet to be headed. Clear by 4 to Sweet Duke and High Altitude and Dominant Serenade. A gap of 6 lengths then to Meditator. Handicap has got him, and then Dark Honey, followed by Buonarroti, and then behind that one is Jeassu, but still it's Olympian that has the call. Sweet Duke, the top weight, is after him though, under Tom Jenks, and then comes Dominant Serenade, the yellow and blue. Red and white is High Altitude. A long way back then to Dark Honey, but they're heading for home, and they've got 2 to jump, and it's Olympian who has the edge over Sweet Duke in the dark colours on the right, and Sweet Duke is getting closer. The horse that doesn't know the meaning of defeat in Olympian now, pressed on the outside by Sweet Duke. They'll jump the second last virtually together. Olympian the inside by about 3 parts of a length to Sweet Duke on the right. They're in the air together. They touch down together. It's Sweet Duke on the right, Olympian the left, 3 lengths clear of Dominant Serenade, and then Dark Honey staying on by kept place, and they come down towards the final flight, and Olympian raises the game. Sweet Duke again, matching strides between the pair. Dominant Serenade, and it's Olympian who left the last in the league, going on by a length and a half. Here comes Dominant Serenade in the blue and yellow. Then Dark Honey putting in a big challenge, and Sweet Duke is under pressure and staying on as they race up towards the line. Olympian starts to be swung, but it's Dominant Serenade and Dark Honey the same side, and Dark Honey takes it. Dark Honey from Dominant Serenade and Olympian. These are a long way clear of Sweet Duke, who was 4th, and then Buonarroti ran 5th. Watch that one next time. Followed by Jeassu in 6th. A big gap then to high altitude, and then came Meditator, hampered by the handicapper now. These are followed by Boston Chieftain and Peatswood, who completed Gioppanini and pulled up on the run-in Lorna Gale. And so an absolute thriller here at Sandown. The Sandown Handicap hurdle has gone to number 12, Dark Honey, in the colours of Mr. Roger Sayer, trained by Simon now, ridden by Tony Dickon, and a brilliant ride he gave him. Might have got a bit close on the run-in. The head-on will be interesting. Second horse home is number 7, Dominant Serenade, ridden by David Bentley, trained by Mickey Hammond, and the third horse home was Olympian, who nearly made it a birthday win for M&M Plant Limited. But as they came down towards the final flight of hurdles, it's Olympian, a 2-mile winner here, who was really sticking to his guns. Sweet Duke, the top weight, in the blue and white colours on the outside. The yellow and blue is Dominant Serenade, and the winner, well, he comes to jump the final flight some 4-5 lengths adrift, and now it's a desperate struggle to the line. Peatswood's going to be pulled up at the back, but it's Olympian. That's Richard Dunwoody driving for everything. He's taking virtually everything in his stride, but here comes Dominant Serenade to take it in the blue and yellow, and on the outside comes the eventual winner, Dark Honey, a long way, well, 9 stone 6 out of the handicap, but he's had a hard ride, but he's got there in the line. That's Dark Honey, who's won it from Dominant Serenade.